Hi, my name is Sahir. I'm a senior in the engineering school. As men of such great influence, I'm curious, and we touched a little bit about this in the last question, but how you deal with reconciling your convictions with maybe what is believed by the public, maybe even a majority, considering that you have the wealth and power and fame to make such great things happen.
Either.
Well, I don't see, the convictions I have, I love sharing them and talking to people and understanding, where people disagree. I can be overly science-centric about things. There's all sorts of causes that are super important that our foundation, because we have limited resources, we don't get to go and do. There's lots of diseases. There's aspects of education. Part of the strength of philanthropy is its diversity, and so just by sharing the fact that it's fun, it really can have measurable impact. I hope that sets an example for all of philanthropy. I don't happen to believe that my voice should be that much louder than other people. So some of these big political donations, at least I and I think Warren as well, we've chosen not to have that be a huge way that we're spending our money. That's a personal choice. The money's being saved not for the megaphone, but for the work of the foundation.
Yeah, we get a podium of a certain sort, but people do not. With a partner like Charlie Munger, you don't have to worry about my views being accepted automatically. You point out the shortcomings. And the influence of money in politics, I really think, is bad news for this country. I think Citizens United was a terrible decision. And the idea that somebody can pour millions and millions of dollars into a campaign, and in certain cases it not even be identified, I think really kind of goes counter to the kind of America I believe in.
The two of you created, along with Melinda and others, created the Giving Pledge. How's that going?
Going terrific, Bill can tell you. It really is going terrific.
Yeah, philanthropy is kind of a lonely
Bill, tell them
thing.
what it is exactly.
Yeah, okay, this is, we love philanthropy of all types. And part of the strength of American philanthropy is actually people with very little who are incredibly generous. Here, though, we said for the people who are super lucky, have over $1 billion, we want a group who are working together, who are committed to give the majority of their wealth away, to learn from each other. What's worked, what hasn't worked, how do you involve your kids, how do you hire staff, and they'll find areas they're working on together and cooperate, but we're not pulling any money. And we thought we'd get 20, 25 people together, and in fact now we're at 156. So it is a wonderful yearly event. I've made some great people. I do think that the quantity and quality has gone up because we're getting together. We'll never be able to measure that in a direct way, and we're making special efforts in China and India because now we have a lot of wealth there that wasn't there before. And in their own way, I think by having a strong philanthropic sector, that will help those countries and therefore help the world.
What's interesting now, Bill and I are having dinner actually with the group tonight, for example, but if you go back 100 or 150 years, people got wealthy by making some money from the first oil refinery or steel and mill and building another one, and Henry Ford would build a plant to build cars, and then it would be from retained earnings, which eventually turned into cash. Now you can get rich very young just by having an idea, and you can get that idea monetized and capitalized in a way that you cannot believe. So we are particularly interested in getting younger people interested in philanthropy because there are huge fortunes by people that are now in their 20s and 30s, and just think of what the potential for that group. And so this thing has worked out way, way better, including getting younger people to join us.